Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about EOS, or EOS, however you prefer to pronounce it, from both a technical and a fundamental perspective. As I'm sure most of you are aware at this point, especially if you're watching the video, EOS has been absolutely ripping over the past couple of days. This project is on fire in the best of ways, and I could not be happier to see this type of price action. If you guys have been part of the Waves family for a while, you would know that EOS has been a significant player in the portfolio for quite a long time. Personally, the majority of my EOS position I have held since back in 2017, been such a fan since the project launch, and considering this recent price action, considering more importantly the fundamentals that did lead to this parabolic rally that we've seen over the past couple of days, I'm that much more bullish on the project. So excited to dive into the charts with you guys, talk some price targets, and also read over a few things that will further educate us on the fundamentals of EOS. Because again, technicals are important. This chart, super exciting. Trust me, I'm pumped on it, but the fundamentals are equally as important, okay? So very, very excited to dive in. Let's get into it. As always, we'll quickly go over each topic we're going to be discussing, and then we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, TradingView, where we will of course be looking at EOS. We got a few other names here on the watch list just to see how EOS is pairing up to the big dog. So the only chart we're going to be looking at today, of course, is EOS, focusing solely on the big dog, on the ripper that is EOS right now. EOS going absolutely parabolic, breaking resistance, beating me way to the chase on my mid-May price targets. But again, I love to see it, and that did come because of some very strong fundamentals. So we got TradingView in front of us. I do want to reference CoinMarketCap a little bit just to take a look at EOS. EOS up 34% at the time of recording this. Absolutely insane in the past 24 hours. Over 110% in the last week. I mean, crazy stuff here. But the reason I brought this up is just to look at EOS's market cap and their standing in the overall cryptocurrency market cap. So EOS just a couple weeks ago, obviously it doubled over the past couple of weeks, over the past few days, I'm sorry. But EOS just a couple of weeks ago was like floating around 30, 40. It used to be like number 7, 8. So it pleases me once again, because I've been such a fan of the project for such a long time, to see it climbing back up the leaderboards. And I do think personally that it can easily break back into the top 10 with some of the news that just dropped. So the first piece of news that we're going to be covering is Cointelegraph. EOS price rallies 100% following a proposal to increase staking rewards. So we will go over this, you guys. This is the most recent piece of news that, of course, catalyzed this big move up. All a matter of supply and demand. So if they lower the supply, obviously demand goes up if it's there, okay? So we will go over this, obtain a grasp of the fundamentals behind this parabolic rally recently. But if you guys aren't super familiar on EOS, I also want to dive into what EOS is. So EOS.io, this is their website right here. So I'll quickly go over this. Just go over a few, like, why EOS, like their elevator pitch. So I'll just go over the home page, quickly cover a few of these short paragraphs, obtain a general understanding of what EOS is, and then I want to talk to you about the single thing that makes me the most bullish on EOS that I've talked about all the time, was part of this beta that they now closed back down. So I better have at Royce when they relaunch this in the summer. But Voice.com, the first truly decentralized social media platform built on the EOS blockchain. They're introducing NFTs. They're introducing so many cool things that are pushing the cryptocurrency space into the future right now. All the hype stuff, but it's hype for a reason. And that's because it's probably going to have a lasting effect on the way we live our lives moving forward, okay? So we'll quickly go over a few paragraphs here. Hear their pitch, coming summer 2021, Voice 2.0. Again, I better get at Royce because I was part of their beta. I did spend a lot of time on Voice, so I'm kind of bummed I can't get on right now, but that said, looking into the future, looking at what's to come this summer is very, very exciting, okay? So excited to dive into all of this with you guys. As always, before we do, though, I will ask you guys to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you're bullish on EOS like I am, or if you hold a bag of EOS, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, want to catch more content like this. Always talking crypto. It's talking whatever is exciting me in the markets at this point in time, at whatever point I'm making the video, obviously. But the market's crazy place right now, super volatile, super hot, and that makes for fun content. So subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, wanted to join the Waves fam. And if you are interested, check out first link down in the description, $15 a month, my complete portfolio daily newsletter. This is a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio that I do update every single trading day during market hours. Call options, put options, stock positions, cryptocurrency positions, of course. And along with every update, I do send out an email newsletter explaining my thoughts, letting you guys know why I'm trading the way I'm trading, just rationalizing my trades to you guys in the best way I can, throwing some charts in there, throwing some price targets in there. And again, this is all in market hours. So really means a lot if you check that out. Once again, first link down below, 15 bucks a month. But if not, no worries at all. Let's dive into these charts, okay? So I will talk We'll talk price action just because I know that's what you guys want to see. I usually start off with fundamentals, but we'll talk price action and then we'll close it out for fundamentals if you guys want to stick around for that. Okay, so as far as price action is concerned, EOS did break through my initial resistance right here. You can see it posed this exact trend line, which I'm glad I did, because a lot of traders were looking at these points right here, which would actually raise this line of resistance up on this ascending channel. I'll zoom out a little bit so you guys can see that. But just to say right now, you guys, this is why I feel it's important to use conservative trend lines as opposed to top trend lines, because that's actually what traders are going to be, or that's what the big money, the market movers are going to be looking at, okay? So, because they're trying to beat you to the punch, of course, okay? This is a game theoretical market. You got to play game theory a little bit. All right, so broke through resistance, went absolutely parabolic, again, catalyzed by this news. So, you know what? We'll go over this piece of news that created this short-term rally. We'll go into the charts, talk price targets, and then we'll talk about what EOS is, and then talk about voice a little bit to close it out, all right? So, a proposal to boost staking rewards and increase the inflation rate triggered a 100% rally in EOS price, 2x. You'd love to see a 2x in 2 days. As the blockchain sector continues to evolve, occasional protocol updates are needed to ensure projects stay up to date with the latest developments and provide users with the best user experience possible. With the best user experience possible. Since May 5th, EOS price has rallied more than 100% following a recent protocol upgrade that increases the project's inflation rate. Right here, according to EOS Twitter feed, the most significant development for the network over the past month have been related to resource allocation and staking rewards. A recent report commissioned by Block.one, which is the company behind EOS, concluded that the protocol needs to increase the rate of inflation from its current pace of 1% to a rate of 1.2 and 3.8% in order to increase financial incentives for voters and block producers. So, obviously a higher inflation rate means less EOS. That means less EOS in the ecosystem. And again, back to the supply and demand. So the pretty much the primary reason for this is less supply equals more demand if there is that demand for the project. So obviously you guys can, I'm not going to read through this, but you guys can just pause it here if you guys do want to read through this. But again, supply and demand 101, the less supply there is, the more demand there is, again, if there's the demand. So the question from here is there going to be the demand? Considering EOS is a sick project, a lot of eyeballs are on it, and they have voice coming this summer, which again we'll cover at the very end a little bit. I'm very, very bullish on EOS moving forward. Okay, so let's talk some price targets. Let's talk what all you guys want to see. EOS going absolutely parabolic, breaking resistance. Short term, we'll talk short term, and then I'll talk to you guys. We'll zoom out to actually the 5-year, so the weekly charts, as you can see right here, and pretty much right now, as far as 2021 is concerned, we are in blue sky territory. So when you get into blue sky territory, the most you can do fibs. I'm not going to use fibs right now, or the Fibonacci sequences. But I do want to go into the past. We'll go back to 2017, check out EOS's previous highs, all-time highs, and use a few areas that it saw as ceilings and support back then to gauge where we might be going from here if we do continue to rally, all right? So short term, EOS going absolutely parabolic, breaking my resistance, beating me to the punch super quick. Again, followed by this fundamental catalyst, of course. But short term, I'm seeing a bull flag printing here. Bull flag, of course, parabolic move up, followed by a descending triangle. It wouldn't surprise me if right now EOS, over the coming hours, so we're on 4 hours right now, over the coming maybe like 3-4 hour candles, so 12 hours, if we come down, find a base around like 11.5 bucks, and then shoot up. So keep in mind, you guys, this is all very, very... Actually, it's not even subjective on what the rest of the crypto environment is doing, unless the entire market starts to crash, which in that case, you could also argue that if capital is flowing out of plays like Ether, Bitcoin, like the huge market cap plays, it may flow into EOS. Okay, so let's take a look at this just to kind of talk about the market cap right now before we talk the long-term price targets. EOS currently has a market cap of just under $12 billion. It's currently sitting at number 17. If we take a look at the top, at the big dogs, so Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin, of course, at almost a $1.1 trillion market cap. Ether at almost a $407 billion market cap. EOS is only a small fraction of that. $17 billion is a lot of money to me and you, that's for sure. But when you're talking about projects at this scale, like global projects, it's the beauty of cryptocurrency. It's global, it's borderless, it's international. Everyone in the world can participate in crypto, which is why, from a fundamental perspective, crypto is gaining so much traction and becoming such an appealing asset to investors across the globe, okay? So when you're talking the global financial market, $17 billion is a drop in the bucket. Bitcoin, if you pass $1 trillion, you're definitely not a drop anymore. You are making waves at that point. But again, you guys, just to put things in scale, Bitcoin, $1 trillion. Ethereum, which is kind of similar to EOS. EOS was built to be a competitor to Ethereum. And trust me, you guys, I do think Ethereum will forever be significantly larger than EOS. I want to make that very clear. But that doesn't mean EOS can play some catch up. Again, EOS sub $20 billion, Ethereum at $400 million. So you guys can do the math there, because I can't. Okay, so EOS 17, again, you guys, I do think EOS can hop up to the top 10. Litecoin is currently number 10 with a $23 billion valuation. So has about $5 billion to go. But I do think EOS could catch up with players. Like, I mean, if you're talking, I think it could definitely catch up with Cardano, that's for sure. I don't even know what progress Cardano's making. I'm sorry if you guys like Cardano. Cardano, I've never been a big fan of that project personally. I don't have anything against them, but I'm just that much more bullish on EOS, if I'm being completely honest. So I do think that EOS, for what it's doing, could reach at least a $50 billion market cap if Cardano has, which again, considering we're at 20 billion, 15 million, that you're looking at a cool like 3x from this point here. Okay, so that is market cap. Again, I just wanted to quickly talk to you guys about that, because when I'm dictating fair value in an asset or a coin, whatever we're talking about, whether it's a stock, whether it's an equity or a cryptocurrency, market cap is extremely important to me. Okay, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. As far as long-term price targets, I do think we're going to print this bull flag, probably see another move up. So as far as a buying point, I mean, maybe we come back to test this high right here. Worst case scenario, we come back to test the previous line of resistance. That was one support. So where am I a buyer of EOS? Again, you guys, I hold a bag. I hold a big old bag of EOS, if I'm being completely honest. Where am I a buyer of EOS, of more EOS or EOS? I'm just going to alternate between both at 950. So at $10, honestly, if we see $10, if we see a like 20% correction, which would not surprise me at all, to be honest, come back down, test previous resistance as new support. This is a very, very strong line of both resistance and support at this point. At some point, I'm very, very confident in the fact that this will come into play, whether it's a week from now, 2 weeks from now. I do think this will come into play. But personally, I'm a buyer of EOS at $10, so I'll say that now. That's where I'm a buyer. Let's zoom out. Let's go to the weekly and talk about some crazier price targets. So this is going to look whack, you guys. I'm sorry. I hate how TradingView doesn't kind of scale like that. So I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. This is kind of all show for the intro anyway. We don't need to see this stuff. Okay. So EOS currently sitting right here, $12. We're going back to 2017. These are the two levels I'm looking at. So we can actually just move these up here. I'll go this. This is my absolute high for EOS, and this would be at the end of the year. So we'll just go end of the year high. Actually, you know, this would happen a lot sooner if we do continue to rally. That's for sure. So we'll go midsummer. We'll go July 26th. So end of July. Because as we know, things can go very, very parabolic. This is the weekly candle. So although it looks very close, this is a few months out. Okay. So, or a couple months out. It's almost 3 months out. Okay. So EOS, the two levels I'm looking at right here are going to be $15. $15 is a pretty significant psychological even. That is a 25% price appreciation from this point here at $12. Okay. So if we do move up 25%, the first level I'm going to be looking at, just because, again, you guys, just eyeballing this does not take a trained eye. Just look at areas in the past that acted as a ceiling for EOS. So you see multiple touch points, weekly candles touching this area right here around $15. Once again, 15 is going to be a psychological even for an asset at this price. Obviously, next stop is going to be 20. We didn't spend much time around 20 in all honesty, but 20 is going to be a psychological even as well. So just, of course, keep an eye out for that. But EOS's all-time high, I think, can be easily matched. The fundamentals around EOS are actually there now. Back in 2017, honestly, it was a story. And as I said, the story was great. I did not doubt the fact that they could execute on it, especially because Block 1 had the biggest ICO of all time. So EOS was like the ICO. Multi-billion-dollar ICO, which is initial coin offering. If you guys are familiar with IPOs or initial public offerings of equities in the stock market, when a company goes public, an ICO, which is the big craze in 2017, if you guys were around, you would remember that, was like all the rage, and EOS was the ICO, okay? Multi-billion-dollar ICO, insane. But they got to a high back in 2017, or I'm sorry, early or mid 2018, like April 2018, of $23. So considering the fundamentals are so much stronger, which we'll dive into right now, it would not surprise me in the slightest to see EOS reach its all-time high, maybe hit $25, break a new all-time high in 2021, considering every other project in the space has already done so. So that would not surprise me at all. As far as buying is concerned, I'd wait for a little pullback, but I also don't doubt that, again, if capital does start to flow out of plays like BTC and ETH, considering they have such large market caps, that capital, if it flows into EOS, could absolutely catapult the price of EOS, okay? So, again, you guys, just keep that in mind. These are important things to keep in mind. And crypto, again, as I said in the beginning, is a global market. Even if these do correct, there's still room for plays like EOS, like Link, in my personal opinion, which I'll cover more in the future. Very, very bullish on EOS moving forward, even if we do see a potential correction in the greater crypto markets. Okay, so that is price targets, $25 price target, maybe by summer if EOS does continue to rip, which is cool. I mean, we just 2x'd. Why not again over the course of the coming months? Okay, so those are my price targets for EOS. Let's learn a little bit more about what EOS is. So why EOS? Fast and scalable. Our platform provides industry-leading transaction speeds and a sub-second block time latency rate, providing the ability for EOS.io to support mission-critical applications. Highly configurable. To deploy public, private, permissioned, or permissionless blockchain infrastructures, implement custom programmable governance and business logic through executable smart contracts, customized to suit your business and application needs. Developer-friendly. Developers can access an ever-expanding set of products, features, and tools with extensive training and certificate provided by our EOS.io experts to take your skills to the next level. Whether you're a blockchain novice or expert, you can quickly onboard and scale projects on EOS.io. Security and compliance focus benefit from the latest blockchain and web security verification standards with end-to-end authentication that can enable superior data integrity. So this is all tech stuff. I'm not going to act like I'm a programmer or extremely technically savvy. You guys, I'm an investor, but this is all good stuff. And again, I've done pretty extensive research. I've been following EOS for years, as I'm sure you'd assume if I've been holding it for years. And they've been very, very good technologically. So as far as blockchain speed, as far as blockchain capability, as far as blockchain scalability, EOS is very good. They were actually ranked by China multiple quarters in a row. So I'm not sure if China does this. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but for a long time, EOS was China's #1 cryptocurrency pick. Like the Bank of China, I wish I remember the exact entity within China, but it was it was a legit entity, that's for sure. But they rated EOS the #1 cryptocurrency in their opinion. And of course that doesn't, that's up to you to determine how much weight that holds in your mind. But in my opinion, because China is a multi-trillion-dollar economy, it's good news to me. So let's close it out with talking Voice at Royce. Coming summer 2021, 1 year ago, Voice embarked on an ambitious mission to build social as it should be. Today, I'm very excited to tell you about the next steps we're taking on this journey. This summer, Voice will upgrade, becoming a social platform where users can create digital arts across all formats, visual, written, audio, and video, enabling them to be easily bought and sold as unique digital artifacts or NFTs. At the heart of this move is our core strength, tokenization. Instead of putting tokens next to creative content, the content itself will be the token. We're working hard to enable everyone who engages with it, like comments, etc., to receive a royalty from its sale as well. This is social as it should be, where the value of the creative content is shared with those who support it. Starting this summer, Voice will deliver the vision and combine it with the unique qualities of EOS blockchain. Voice NFTs will be free to mint, no gas, clean, low emissions, authentic, identity verified, resilient, unbreakable ownership. The days of creators being exploited by platforms are coming to an end. This is so exciting, you guys, and I trust they will give me at Royce back. I did post a bunch on there, and I did accumulate actually a lot of the tokens, the native tokens on the Voice platform. So as soon as this launches, I will definitely make an update video on EOS. Love this project, and I hope you guys do as well. Drop what your username is going to be. Be quick, you guys. Stay on your toes. Wait for this drop. Sign up for the email list if you want. And try to get that first name. That's what you want, because this platform is going to be blockbuster. So let me know down below what your username is going to be. Let me know if you're going to sign up. Let me know if you're interested in NFTs and EOS. If you got a bag of EOS, I will talk to you guys about pretty much anything in regard to the financial markets, even if it's not, even if you want to tell me what your favorite food is. Drop it down below. So I'll catch you guys downstairs in the comments. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.